Itchy eyes. Oh, alive.
You've always got something. You either need to wipe your nose or you need to sneeze or something just as you go live. Hello.
Hello. Oh, look. All green.
We are. We always manage to coordinate. I don't know how we do that.
This wasn't planned.
No.
Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
Hope you're well. We don't have a haul to share. So we thought we'd just hang out with you lot and see how you're doing.
Buy stuff, are we?
No, I'm not allowed to go anywhere. Yeah, and that's what we thought we'd chat about. How are you all coping? We'll touch on how we're dealing with lockdown and just hang out, really. We've got a few thank yous to get onto as well, as ever.
And we've got the heater on, so if it's loud, let us know.
Yeah.
Probably turn it off eventually, but it's a bit cold in here.
There's a fan heater underneath the desk. So we've got warm feet. Anyway, welcome. We are live. If you're live with us, please pop in and say hi. Let us know how you're doing. We've got Pete. Jesse sucks at reselling. I'm sure you don't. Al, I'm feeling supersonic. Nice. Leslie. Porky's Discounts. James, Tony, Carl, Kim, hello. News Junkie, Ashley, happy Sunday. Ken, Mark, loads and loads of you. Let's scroll down to the bottom.
Yeah, we've had a fairly chilled Sunday, haven't we? We've had a family chat, played some games with your family.
Yeah,
and
done nothing at all to do with work.
No, we watched Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you went to bed halfway through that.
Well, I went for lie down because my dinner wasn't going down. But nobody wants to know that. Yeah, we've had a very chill day. I was going to sort out a load of stock because there will be a live stream tomorrow. We're doing another live stream. When I say we, myself and Derek, and I believe Andrew, maybe. George?
I don't know.
Richard?
Me?
Similar bunch to last time. Not sure on exactly who. I was going to get a load of stuff ready to list. I need to get some high value stuff to stand a chance. I did fix a record player. Did you see that video? How exciting was that video?
I know you made it. Did watch it.
You haven't even watched it? How rude is that?
No, but if I ever need to fix a record player, that's the video that I'll watch. Or I'll just ask you to do it.
It's the only one I've ever fixed. I'm not an expert all of a sudden. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do a quick hellos and then we'll dip into the chat and see what you're saying about how you guys are coping.
So when are you doing this live stream?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow at what time?
I think we've had to come back. I'd said 8, but that's when Chris and Belle go live. So I think we're going to try 7.
Okay.
What does that clash with? Anything?
No.
So, a few quick thank yous. Terry, who lives in Wales, got in touch and said, would Ellen like a crochet DVD?
Oh, didn't bring this stuff, but I can say thank you anyway.
So I said, yeah, I'm sure she'd have a watch of that and be very interested. Ellen is obsessed with crochet right now. And he also sent a Radiohead CD, which I own. I've had this since it came out, but thank you for the extra bonus, Terry. But yeah, I've already given that to Ellen. I just brought it in to share. So thank you very much for sending those over. Sent a very nice little letter with it as well. And also I want to say hi to Charlotte. Charlotte spotted these little plastic figures. I was sorting out some Playmobil in a video and I said, these figures sadly will probably get thrown away. And she messaged and said, I would love to use those in crafting. Oh. So they are going to be rescued and I'm sending those over to Charlotte. So they'll go out Monday now, I would imagine. Cool. So that's that. Do you want to read something in the chat?
No, I was just putting it to the bottom. So
and then
people are saying.
I don't think this is anyone. I think I'll have to do some more shout outs in a video tomorrow or Tuesday. But just quickly, some people actually asked for shout outs, but we'll whiz through some thank yous of people who have chosen to support what we do by going to our eBay and buying stuff. So Richard bought a Kerrang CD. James bought Stereophonics Best Of, A Day in the Sun, as it's called. Jessica bought your Disney coat.
Oh, yeah.
Which I didn't ship on Friday. It came out of the wash. It's going to go on Monday, Jessica, if you're watching. Paul bought the Sony stereo. Neil bought the little stone elephant that we never quite worked out what it was made of.
I don't think it's stone. You said it could be jet, could be Whitby jet, or it might be wood. We're not sure. But it's light, so I don't think it's stone.
That one. Jane bought, do you remember those Brio toys we showed? A great big sausage dog. I was really happy because they've gone to a viewer. The giraffe and the sausage dog both went to Jane. Did them a really good deal on them. I was just happy it went to a subscriber. Selena bought those Bisto jars. Loads of stuff from last week sold to viewers, which is fabulous. Connor bought some cubes. James bought Peppa Pig. Oh, a game. It was a DS game. I was thinking I didn't sell any Peppa Pigs. It was a DS game, wasn't it?
Right.
Beverly bought the Ghost Rider Lego figure, and Jack bought some DVDs and a CD.
Yeah.
But I know that's not everyone, so we'll have to do some more shout outs.
Yeah. And then I also want to thank Leanne Hill because Ellen has received all of the card inserts and all the other extra things that you sent her. And she says, thank you very much for that. She's over the moon, especially with the earring findings, because they're super, super useful. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah, Ellen got a great big box of goodies, didn't she?
She did.
Very cool. So I saw somebody commenting how they were doing. Let me scroll back. How are you doing, by the way?
How am I doing? I'm all right.
Well, that furnished us with an informative answer. How's lockdown Mark 2 messing with your head?
I think it's just the overall thing, isn't it? It's just I think that there are a couple of things that have given us some hope and light at the end of the tunnel recently, which is the news about the vaccine, and also the fact that we might have somebody, not to get political, but I'm quite happy with who is going to be the new president, because I think that he might help with things. I know
we get told off when we go political. This is
my personal opinion, okay? My personal opinion, that I think that things might get better a little bit, hopefully a bit.
Grumpy's usually me, and anxious is usually Andrea.
That's true.
I'm not always grumpy.
I'm not always anxious.
If we had to pick one of those two, I'd be the grumpy one.
But anyway, I mean, I think that it's taking a toll on all of us, isn't it? Because the weather's blur and it's dark, and we're all just starting to feel a bit mentally tired by it all. I think
that sums it up. I think lockdown part 2, everyone's just like fed up with it now. I think we're over the main kind of fear. We're not living in fear. I don't think we're all being cautious. I know some of us might be.
Bit, to be fair.
I think that part of it has kind of moved on to being just tired and fed up with it. Right. I'm missing seeing my mates in the pub. I'm missing going out with friends. Missing being able to visit family, or the freedom side of it. I want my freedom.
Yeah.
That side of it is just so boring now. Somebody put in. There's a nice message. Watch your videos every day. Wow. Hi, Jasmine. Try and start my own business on eBay, and your videos have helped me. Good.
Oh, that's excellent.
It's nice to know. Thank you for your photo tips. I did that today with some items. Yeah. There you go.
I honestly thought, why does anyone want to see this? I really don't know, but I thought I'd do it anyway.
If you do enjoy a video or you get something out of it, please take that 10 seconds to write a message. It actually encourages us to, keep making videos. Sometimes we wonder why we're doing it.
Because once I did it, I thought, well, I didn't really show very much. So I thought, I don't know why anyone's going to want to see this, but I put it out anyway.
Okay, Daniel, I'll try and find it. I am quite behind on messages. Shannon, honestly not doing great, stressed about lockdown. I've stopped eBay until after Christmas now. Okay. Wow, that's a big decision.
Well, I mean, if you're able to afford to do that, then that's probably a really good idea, isn't it? Just focusing on positive things and things that are going to make you feel good, and just focusing on self-care, I think, is really, really important at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, for us, our business in the first lockdown kind of carried on regardless, apart from the sourcing. And that's kind of what we're going to do now. I mean, I'm going to really knuckle down next week with this listing challenge and get loads and loads on. The only bit of our business that is impinged is getting the stuff to the post office. Thankfully, all I have to do is drop sealed bags in. So I run in and run out. I don't really have any contacts. There's sometimes a queue and it's a bit awkward.
Yeah, sometimes they say, "Boy, there's a queue."
Yeah, the post office say to me, "Don't queue, Nick. You can come in and just drop off. We know you're not using the counter service, but jump in ahead of the queue." Quite often, if there's only 2 or 3, I'll queue anyway because I'm not.
Yeah.
That makes me anxious. Queue jumping, even when I'm supposed to be and allowed to. Yeah, but anyway, that's the only bit of what we do currently that is a bit, You hate it when I nip up the road and go to the post office and come back. I get sprayed down with disinfectant when I get in. I'm not joking.
No, it's just.
You literally spray me with.
It's not disinfectant. It's antiviral stuff. Like, what do you call it?
Same
the
thing?
Alcohol stuff.
She douses me with alcohol whenever I come in.
Yeah.
Hello from Madame. I'm going back up the chat at the minute. I will try and catch up in a sec. Hello from Madame Chippenham in Wiltshire. I remember doing a job in a Sainsbury's in Chippenham.
Oh.
I briefly worked for a signage company, and they had the contract for all of the signs in a Sainsbury's that say bread and milk and baby goods and stuff. And I went on a job there to change their signage over. Anyway, nobody cares about that. That was easy, that record player. It was easy enough for me to deal with. So yeah, I was very pleased it was easy. I did see somebody comment about, there we go. This is one I was trying to go back to. Lockdown is okay. I'm a Senko. What's a Senko?
I'm not quite sure. I kind of know what it means, but I'm not quite sure the exact acronym. What the letters mean.
Okay, I'm not sure what that is. In a primary school, so life is just carrying on as usual for me and my family. eBay's picking up, so I might be able to afford Christmas for the kids. Right, Senko. I'll have to find out what that is.
I think it might be something similar that my friend Ruth does. Lily's mum. I think she does that.
Okay, right, specialist teacher.
No, it's like dealing with families. I'm not sure. You have to explain to us, but I'm not sure if I've got it right, but like one-on-ones with children and helping families and that kind of thing. I'm not sure.
Cool.
You have to explain to us because, like I say, I have no idea. So I'd be interested to know.
Yeah, we didn't pick this because of St. Patrick's Day. When's that? Is that soon? I don't even know when that is.
It's been and gone.
Was it?
Ages ago.
Oh. Okay. Hi, Lainey. Hope you're well. Spoke to Lainey earlier.
It did make me laugh though, Greg's comment.
I was going to say I spoke to Lainey earlier. I mean, it must. I can't imagine where Lainey's head must be at. We're thinking of you a lot. Yeah, stay safe and well. Greg, did you say?
Yeah.
Loving. Oh, I highlighted that before. How is this Ned Flanders? What? Just because I've got a shirt on for once? Right, it's scrolly. So, Sam's in. Hi, Sam. Steve. What's up, Steve? See if we've got any more comments. I give up. Who is anxious? This one. Wow, there's so much chat and I can't get to the end of it.
I mean, we were talking last night, weren't we? And we both said that we were finding it really difficult to just get going, like to get up in the morning, and we're both feeling a little bit at the moment.
I think for me, this time of year, when it turns cold, and especially when it's wet as well, my mood plummets. I've found it hard to get motivated. I don't think that's much to do with lockdown, to be honest. I think that seasonally affected thing, does have an effect on me.
But I think it has something to do with, I think it is to do with how we're feeling at the moment, just generally with.
Yeah, I think an extra layer, that the fact that I feel like I can't go and do some of the regular things I enjoy.
Yeah,
is getting me down an extra level.
A slog, it's just putting one foot in front of the other.
Special
needs. There you go. Educational needs coordinator. Yes.
Senko. Gotcha. Right. There you go.
So, like I said, working one-on-one with kids and families, and yeah, that's what Ruth does.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Aid. Right. So let's see what else people are saying. I'd be interested to know how sales were as well. A few people we know are struggling with sales. eBay has taken a turn downwards. Thankfully, touchwood, ours is doing quite well. We've had a few. Well, it's been propped up by a few big sales, hasn't it? I think our numbers are okay, but we've been selling some sort of 70, 80 pound things quite quickly, which has really helped keep the numbers good. So, yeah. I hope the Christmas sales will come in. I've been listing video games and they've been flying out. So I think that's part to do with lockdown, because in the first lockdown, video games went through the roof. Demand for that stuff went crazy. So it might be a bit of that. But then they're very Christmassy, like the Guitar Hero and Wii stuff I've been listing.
Yeah, I'll have to go back.
I'm going to clean my glasses. Well, check me out without glasses.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, there's loads of chat.
We have a super chat. Hi, Gadget Man. Thank you for the super chat. Says Andrea's great filming Nick in recent vid. Do it again.
Filming me in a vid? When we picked orders?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that was quite amusing. I was like running back and forth like this.
Well.
Kept hoping I wasn't going to trip over anything when I was running backwards.
Yeah, we may do a picking orders video tomorrow. We could try it that way. I've got several ways of doing that now. I tried where I had the camera perched on the desk and I was going backwards and forwards. Sometimes do it with the camera strapped to my head, which is a pain because our GoPro is just a pain, isn't it? Our GoPro.
Yeah.
Doesn't like talking to our other gadgets. It's a bit of a bit of an antisocial GoPro.
We don't do very well with technology generally, do we?
No.
Sam sells stuff. Hi. Says, I've been diving into YouTube as much as possible. Definitely enjoying daily uploads. I have so much respect for you being able to upload with such consistency. Thank you for ongoing content.
That is very much appreciated. It can be a struggle. It's why I'm trying to keep the videos fairly simple. 3 or 4 shots, stitch them together in the phone and upload direct from the phone. So the quality won't be amazing. They're fairly low res as well, so everything's quick. But I would rather get regular content out, even if it's short and simple.
Yeah. I'll put this out there now. We probably won't do Vlogmas this year, mainly because we're not going to be able to get out and do interesting things.
Can't do the Christmas markets. Yeah. Can't do Christmas lights turn on.
No, so
can't
all
do
of the
carol
things
singing.
that we would normally include in our Vlogmas, we can't do any of them this year.
Can't go to St Albans, where we go to the Abbey for carol singing, and we usually have a meal over there, don't we? And go and do the Christmas market.
All of the fun things we can't do.
All the fun stuff is not allowed.
I was going to
wait,
Nadine's there.
We probably missed loads of chat. I can't go back anymore now. So Nadine, hi. Absolutely exhausted mentally fighting with the mess in the house. Getting sorted with some racking for the back room. Tidy house, tidy mind, I hope. Well, I battle with mess constantly in here. Well, we do
with mess in the entire house constantly. Yeah. If it's not us with stock, then it's Ellen with all her craft stuff.
Oh, seriously, at the minute, I go in to try and sit down and watch some telly or something, and there'll just be crochet needles, and she's making squares like this size. She's making a big baggy jumper, right? Yeah. But she's making 72.
Yeah.
I'm like, that would fit King Kong. She's done. I swear she's done her measurements
she's convinced, wrong. Though.
It's going to be a quilt with a head hole.
Well, if she's got too many, she can just use you
got-
know, have some
a
excess.
pile like this already of
Use
these
them as
squares.
coasters.
They look like table mats. But she knows what she's doing apparently.
Yeah, and she's having fun.
Our bone of contention here, Kirsty. Christmas doesn't start till after my birthday. That otherwise it creeps further and further back into the year.
No, I am seriously thinking about it. I honestly wanted to do it this weekend. We watched Christmas with the Coopers yesterday, and then Home Alone 2 today, and I feel really festive suddenly, and I really wanted to do it.
No. No.
So I might. Yeah.
Lockdown has been hard, but we are all in it together, says Jilly. I'm lucky to still be working full time. Keep going. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I still count my blessings that we are able to run our business from home and carry on relatively normally. We take out the sourcing bit, but you guys know us. We have plenty squirreled away, so we'll be fine. But everything else, you know, we're actually quite prepared to be stuck at home because that's what we do. We're stuck at home most of the time.
Yeah, we are, but we're stuck at home. We're not even stuck at home. It's our choice to, you know, be at home and work during the week. But we know we've always got that option. And the weekends we generally go out and about and we go and see family or we go sourcing. And we've got that option to, you know, like pop out during the week if we wanted to or if we needed to.
Normally.
But now we don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now we don't. And so we don't, you know, every day's the same kind of thing. It's just, you know, yeah.
Oh yeah, Kim, I don't know if you said your video was great for new starters.
I did see that. Thank you.
The GoPro's still working. We just have issues with it communicating with our Apple technology. But we may do one where Andrea films. Apparently that was popular.
Try it again if you want. I'll run up and down the office.
We'll see how it goes. Okay. Asking people to leave
I just read that
a message on YouTube. I don't know what that's relating to. We're not asking anyone to leave messages on YouTube. No. I'm not understanding what that means. Okay. Let's scroll down, see.
Nick is the person to talk to about packaging.
I've been selling large
I'm
mugs.
not part of the packaging department.
Is that why? Have I got a department? Yeah. Oh, I feel honoured. I've been selling large mugs. What is the best way to package them so they don't get broken? Generally, what I will do is give them a good layer of bubble wrap, then wrap them in cardboard, perhaps wrap them in cardboard, like a strip of cardboard the other way, and then kind of suspend that in a bigger box.
Yeah, so lots and lots of padding around it.
Void fill with newspaper or
so if the box gets pushed in, the mug is safe in the centre.
Yeah, but it's still wrapped in its own little card package in the middle.
A bit like a Scotch egg.
Well, it's almost basically double boxing, but yeah. Lex says, I'm in Wales and am allowed out, but I've been feeling too sad to be sociable. Yeah.
Big hug, Lex. Big hug.
Not allowed to do hugs. You can't say virtual hugs. Can't do real hugs.
No, well, we can have imaginary ones.
Yeah, feel better soon, Lex. Nicola's late, right? Stand in the corner and think about what you've done. Thanks for the content during lockdown. This is Fritz. Is there any change? Is there any chance maybe that should be something exciting comes from your loft this week for listing on eBay?
Oh,
I don't know what I've got left up there. It's mostly full of shoes right now, I'll be honest. I don't think there's much stock up there that I need to get down. I'm going to be hunting for high value stuff because I'm in this listing challenge. More details on that will be out tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to list. Just going to grab anything and list it.
Oh, Leslie's going through what so many people are going through at the moment. I honestly have to say that I'm almost relieved that Nanny isn't here now, because I don't know how she would cope, and I don't know how I would cope with not being able to see her. So
yeah. I haven't seen my 88-year-old mother since last Christmas because she lives 3 hours away and wasn't allowed visitors. They're now allowing visitors, so I will see her next weekend. There we go.
That's really good news.
Yes, I'm still using a JFJ Easy Pro to repair discs. Can only afford a sec. They're hard to get hold of right now, from what I heard.
You bought yours secondhand, didn't you? Was it from Tom?
No, it was from another chap who lives up near to here and Beck.
Oh, okay.
Can't remember his name. Simon, I think. Hey Rod, where's the bodybuilder gone? That newsflash, that was my real body in that thumbnail. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Mel's channel, watch her chat with me. Well, have a look at the thumbnail first.
Thumbnail, that's the funny part.
And then I explain what happened.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you the quick version of it. Mel says to me, we'd arranged this chat, and she sends me a message on Messenger and goes, Nick, any chance you've got a picture of you doing this? Sends me a picture of some tanned Aussie bloke looking all fit. And I'm like, no. What? So can you do one? I'm like, no, Mel, it's not really my thing. I said, just stick my face on that bloke's head, and left it thinking.
But you were joking.
Thinking, well, she won't do that. Who would do that? That would look ridiculous. But she did.
Stu would like a video of me spraying you down. It's literally just puts his hands out and I spray his hands as he comes in the door. That's all it is. Don't give you a full it's not like, when you
strip off, she says.
Not like when you see in China where they're spraying people down with disinfectant.
We've got a little booth. She says, strip off and get in there. Don't you?
And that's only on the weekends.
Only on the weekends. You heard it here first. Did we highlight that?
We did.
Is that how far back I am?
Yeah, that's how far back we are.
Sorry. Right. Claire is concerned. Teachers and pupils at school have it, just not my kids yet. The whole thing's a mess.
Yeah, it's a worry.
Yeah, the queue in first lockdown, at some points, the queue, I think I did put a picture on Instagram at one point. The queue was going right down the road to the post office. Thankfully, if you're just dropping off, they've said for people like me to just come in with our sealed bags and drop. But for a while, I was queuing for half an hour just to drop off bags. It was getting a bit crazy.
Cheers, Matt.
Hi, Matt. Well, let's catch up, shall we?
We're very far up the chat.
Rebecca's on painkillers. Feel better soon.
What do you do when an offer has been accepted but still not paid for? Generally, the first thing I do is send them an invoice. And the next day, if they still haven't paid, I send them a payment reminder. Leave it another day. If they haven't paid and I still haven't heard from them, then I probably will open up a non-paying bidder case.
Mel was telling me you can automate that within eBay.
You probably can, but I like to be in control of it.
Control freak.
Yeah.
More Aussies are in. Hi guys, Brad and Jazz.
But I definitely try and give them a couple of chances, because some people buy stuff and forget about it, or forget they haven't paid. And then don't look at their, we're looking at our emails and our messages every day because that's what we do. But some people don't. Some people don't, they might look at their email once or twice a week. So,
David Morse is just outside Glasgow. We might be going into lockdown from Friday. Yeah, Derek, when I was chatting to him, he was still able to go to the boot sale the other day. He's been going to auction, but that may be changing. So I think Derek's been stocking up like crazy and filling the car. Shannon's been spending way too much on Amazon.
Oh, have I done Santa letters yet? I can't remember if I've done them.
It's rubbish this time around. My other half's at work this time. My son is now in school. You click on that.
Oh, sorry.
Very quiet. My granddad passed away a week ago.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Gemma.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh.
Why grumpy? The reasons we've been explaining, really. I'm just bored of lockdown and the restrictions now.
Yeah,
I understand it.
We know
and
there's nothing we can do about it, and needs must and all of that. And it's out of everybody's hands. You know, it's nature, isn't it? It's hard to fight against it. But
I'm not grumpy most of the time as well. It was just something amusing to put, to be honest. But you know, there's an underlying grumpiness.
You're often.
You've been mega grumpy recently.
I have.
You've been trumping me on the grumpiness.
I admit.
You're a grumpy trumper.
Yeah. So maybe you're not anxious though. You don't get anxious, do you really?
I do. I'm
not
better at hiding it than you.
Yeah, with Lee, we do take a vitamin D supplement. Yeah.
How many lost parcel claims have you made with Royal Mail this year? I've had to make 3. We've done a couple, at least, haven't we? I don't think either of them came to anything.
No, because it's ridiculous, because they need proof of your, they need like a receipt of the amount you paid for it. So we don't have that. We buy stuff secondhand. So it's futile, really.
And they only offer you what you paid in the first place anyway. Yeah. So if let's say you picked up a £1 video game, you sell it for 30 quid, send it through Royal Mail and they lose it, they're only going to give you the £1. Isn't that how they operate? They only give you your investment in it, not the profit you made. I think. Let me know what you guys have experienced. Loving your matching jumpers. I wasn't even wearing this until, I didn't
I've
even
been wearing this all day, so you copied me.
Well, it gets chilly in here, so I thought I'll whack a jumper on.
I went right down we need to go back up again.
Who's Anthea?
Anthea Turner.
Isn't the only grumpy Trump.
Yeah, that's true.
There's one
very true.
There's one very petulant child Trump that I think we could all name.
Shannon's got the ideas. There's Christmas stuff you could do. You could set up a Christmas cinema. During the first lockdown, I made homemade cinema tickets, snacks, etc. for my son. Oh, that's a cool idea. But we've been watching Christmas movies all weekend. Yeah.
Had to leave the keyboard to dish ice cream up for the kids. Thank you for the kind comments about Senkos and for helping explain. That's cool. Oh, Heather's in.
Hi, Heather. Been an okay month so far. Much squirrels away, of course, and looking forward to my new witch chat on Wednesday. Oh, that sounds good. Excellent.
What's that? A live hangout on YouTube?
I don't know what Heather's doing. It's probably not a live, public thing.
Oh, not a broadcast.
Probably more of a, private thing.
I'm intrigued by that.
Sounds cool. Sounds really cool.
Wow.
But yeah, thank goodness for the squirrels, hey? Because we'd be in trouble without our squirrels.
A board game to watch out for: Twin Peaks, sold for 95.
Cool, yeah.
We have had that, but it was quite a lot of years ago. Last one of those I had, and I think feels like it sold for about 50 when I had it many years ago. Wow. Don't know. It's in the back of my brain somewhere. Was it that we had? Was it? I think I've had it.
There's George.
Lockdown 2.0 sucks. No, straight to the point, George. Anyone tuning into the Welsh Castle tonight?
Yes.
Oh,
as soon as this is finished, yes.
That's
although I do want you and Ellen to do washing up tonight, so
I'm a celebrity.
Probably put it on when you've done the washing up.
Get me out of here. I fancy a cider tonight. Might get some ciders.
Oh.
Sorry, did I say that out loud?
You did.
I might not, because I've got to be up and working on this listing challenge.
That's true.
Crack of dawn, as if Not good for making YouTube videos. What, lockdown? Let's do indoors ones.
Yeah, I did see your post actually asking for people's ideas and that kind of thing.
You're getting long distance elbow bumps, Lex.
Oh, yeah. I prefer hugs.
We were synchronized then.
I prefer hugs.
Oh, this Christmas cinema is a thing. I'm going to do the same. Set up a Christmas cinema with chocolate, Christmas films like Elf, Polar Express. Now, Polar Express, Ellen watches every year.
Yeah, we normally watch it Christmas Eve.
Nativity, you guys watch every year. Holiday, they watch it. It's like...
Yeah, the Santa Claus.
I hide in here through some of these. Holiday, I enjoy.
Yeah.
Not bothered about Polar Express.
It's magical.
I like Love Actually. Love Actually is a good one.
All the way through?
I don't think I've ever watched Elf all the way through.
People
will be throwing things at the screen.
You've never watched It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. I've not watched
the whole of it. What it was called then.
I've watched bits of it, and I don't know why, but I've always had other things going on, so I've never watched the whole of it.
Yeah, I probably need to watch that together. But yeah, I mean, things could be worse.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And ignore this whole grumpy thing. I'm fine. It was just something funny to put on. I honestly am counting my blessings.
Yes, and that's what I was about to say. Every day I do count my blessings and think about the things I'm thankful for. And I know that so many people are going through such worse times.
Absolutely.
And, we're in a privileged position, in that we are able to carry on working, whereas so many people are, have jobs where they're not able to. Like my brother, for instance, he's been on furlough for months and months and months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like when we had Kirsten on, she has been forced to shut her doors here in Beck. Set up a new shop, forced to shut it almost immediately. Yeah, we know how good we've got it.
And thankfully at the moment, we and our family are well, and we're thankful for that. So, yeah.
Pete is busy helping to look after parents, reselling, doing YouTube videos. Not so much time to rest. The videos I do watch on YouTube really help me keep calm, plus keeping in contact with friends. Good to hear, Pete.
Cool.
Andrea Spielberg.
My up and down. Like,
hey?
I need one of those gimbal things.
Gimbal's a viewer. I don't know if he's in. Just sold a Shawaddy LP.
Scotch egg packaging. Where it says. Yeah.
Multiple layers. Yeah, keep that in mind. Yeah. I need to list vinyl. That could be something that could get my numbers up. I was supposed to be listing a load of this. Me and Rod picked out a load of vinyl. He listed all his and sold loads of it.
Are you behind? You haven't done that yet.
I'm so far behind. I listed the Simply Red one and it's sold. Oh. But these are still sat there from when Rod and I picked out a load. But
how long has that been?
About a month or two. I don't know. So I might do a load of vinyl. These are just the ones that we picked out before. Some cool bits in here. Boston.
I didn't know we had one of those because we ended up coming home with one of those from Cheryl and Matt. So we now own one.
We did, yeah. Cheryl and Matt.
I didn't know we had that. We could have. I thought I could have squirreled that one away instead.
Yeah, Matt, family of ours. Matt, his dad gifted him. I don't know if it was his whole record collection or not. And we were there, and Matt was trying to give away Phil Collins records because he's not a fan.
No.
So you ended up with
no
jacket required.
Oh, what was that? Super chat from Hammer Cosplays. There's Nick. Love video. Any tips on shipping 12-inch vinyls? Oh, that's very fitting.
I've got some packaging that people have sent me 12-inch vinyls in. Let's see how other people have been doing it. This gives you an idea how much vinyl I've been buying. So you can buy special made vinyl mailers. This person also put a sheet of card either side of it. But the homemade version of that works just as well. See, a lot of these are, this is a professionally made like vinyl mailer. But here's somebody who used an eBay box to sandwich the vinyl. I would have liked that to have more layers. Oh, they did have, no. Yeah, well, it's got 3.5 layers. But I would suggest 2 layers. If you can get double wall, much better. Give it about 1 inch around the vinyl and sandwich it together. I've never had any problem. There's someone who's done a similar thing. Look, that's how a 12-inch single arrived.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I think that was inside an envelope.
I was going to say that's quite.
Yeah. Someone else has sent 2 sheets of card in a card envelope. But yeah, thick double wall cardboard. Sandwich it. Good to go.
Yeah, George saying, can't wait for my own family not to be illegal to see.
What was that? Yes. Somewhere up there, somebody said about a black eye in a charity shop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was that? I'll let you find it.
Yeah, so you can buy the 12-inch mailers, which kind of only makes sense if you're going to do much of it. If you've only got a couple, you're better off just making your own and doing it that way. Where was that? I'm sure. Here we go.
Oh.
Partner got a smack in the eye in a local Oxfam for stopping a drunken Aussie trying to get into the back room. Nice guy was also verbally abusing a special needs volunteer. Classy guy got put down fast. What? I remember I was in British Heart Foundation way back when I was still a police officer. I was off duty, out of uniform, just having a browse in a charity shop. And a guy was picking like little knickknacks and stuff off the shelves and just putting them in his pockets. And I stood there, and he wasn't very good at it because it was just blatant. So I just sidled up to him, stood next to him like this, and I said, I'm an off-duty police officer. What I suggest is you empty your pockets back onto the shelves and I'll leave here as if nothing's happened. How's that? And he was like, he just was quick as anything. Put them all back on the shelf. Yeah.
Hi, Babs. Says, I only recently found you sell on eBay and have a vintage shop in Exeter. Been good to watch you on YouTube. Encourages me to keep going. That's cool.
Wow, cool. Exeter.
Yeah,
down in Devon.
That's near Kirsten, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Exeter's not far.
That's where Caroline lives.
So I assume then your shops had to shut because it will be classed as non-essential. Yeah, we're still way behind, aren't we?
We are. Got loads to go.
I bet the soap companies have been rubbing their hands together these past few months. There was a really nice comment there quickly. We'll try and catch up in the chat soon. Honest, it's really hard to read stuff and keep up. Yeah, really sorry to hear you lost your partner of 40 years. This is M. Ashworth, and your videos are the only thing that has made me smile.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear you.
But yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I'm glad the videos have helped in some way.
It's been a very difficult and sad year for everyone. I was really sad today to hear that Des O'Connor died. It was such a big part of my youth, you know, watching him on the Morecambe and Wise show. He was hilarious on that. 546
viewers in. Wow. Yeah, I haven't seen him in any of the reports yet, but you told me.
He had a fall, apparently.
He fell over?
And he was in hospital and then died a few days later.
Oh, my word.
He was 88, but...
Was he?
Yeah, but still. It's just still really sad. I loved the Des O'Connor show. He was like the Graham Norton of his time, wasn't he?
Was he?
Well, perhaps not quite like that, but you know what
he was the Graham Norton of his time.
The Jonathan Ross of his time.
That's a better comparison, I think.
Yeah.
Steve's brain is thinking Nick walks in, and before Nick can speak, Andrea in a hazard suit sprays him down, and Nick is flailing on the floor. That's not far from the truth, right? I come in all casual after dropping off my stuff. I turn around, she's there. She like pounces. She hears me coming in.
Ninja.
And like the inner door opens and she's there with spray. Stick them up like that, and I have to go like this, don't I? And spray my hands. She watches me make sure I do it properly, and then I slink in here. Then I out the way into my little hovel, into my little cave of stuff. Please let me come out. Like that.
It's not quite like that. He's just joking.
I have an automated system for non-payers. If they don't pay, they get a strike on their account. Yeah, Mel was telling me that she set that all up automatically.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to give people chances, so I like my little system.
Cashed my double up nectar point in. Many bottles of wine were bought. Ooh. Phil's on the wine tonight. Oh, look, we're so far. We read that out about half hour ago.
Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, because there's Anthea. Look,
Yeah.
Anthea. Excellent. Amazon has removed thousands of sellers' accounts for inactivity. 5 months of inactivity, you risk being removed. Oh wow, okay. Amazon's actually doing well for us. We don't nowhere near the level it would have been last year or the year before. But I sent 4 or 5 boxes up over the last month or so, and we sold virtually all of it already. Had some cracking sales on vintage toys and games on Amazon.
Hi Lee, says Nick and Andrea, rather than accept an offer I'm happy with, I counter offer at the same price and say I'm happy with the offer. When the buyer accepts my offer, they are forced to pay immediately. Oh.
I thought if they accepted an offer, they had time to wait as well.
Do. Well,
I thought it was the same both
we don't
ways.
Have immediate pay on offers.
I thought if any sale went through on the offer system one way or the other, that they had time to pay. I don't know. Maybe I've got that wrong. That's an interesting. Okay.
Oh.
Whose wife's been doing a lot of trumping?
I don't know. It's just jumped.
Oh, we lost it. Somebody's wife's been doing a lot of trumping.
As Carla would say, it's gone off in my hand.
Oh, blimey. How far has that gone back?
Very far. I think we've lost that one.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, well. Just had an elbow bump in the garden with my son. Really need a big hug from him.
Oh.
But he doesn't live with me. Oh, isn't it crazy? Isn't that?
Yeah, that sucks. Oh, Jonathan wasn't a fan of Elf.
Oh, thought it was rubbish.
Stu's always there with the jokes.
What? If Nick's feeling grumpy tonight, I assume the other 6 dwarves get their or maybe you're grumpy. I might be feeling anxious tonight. Which dwarf are you? You're the lesser known anxious dwarf.
Oh, I'm dopey.
Oh, I might be feeling dopey tonight.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Excellent.
Oh, did they ever do it in colour then? We've only got the black and white version.
I need a haircut. Roll on December. Oh, we've been doing our own.
Yeah, we didn't. No, well, you have. I haven't had my hair cut for a long time, back over a year, I think.
For this long.
Oh, yeah, Kirsten says, I'm missing hugs, and normally I don't even like hugs.
Oh, yeah. We're quite huggy generally, family-wise.
I don't know. I don't get many hugs from you, though. You're not very huggy with me.
Oh. Oh, that went all a bit weird then.
Oh, hi, Shirley. Shirley says, haven't seen my grandkids in months. They're growing up without me. Oh, soon. We're all looking to that future, and hopefully that's next year, and hopefully things will start to get, back on track again. Because I know Shirley said she's been self-isolating because, she's obviously high risk. So, yeah.
Shirley has a channel if anyone wants to go and check it out. She's over in America. Search Shirley's World, should come up. How's sourcing in lockdown for everyone? I got a guitar amp, keyboard today, and a 3DS bundle yesterday. Looking at £300 to £400 profit after car boot selling and not finding anything for ages. We're not really sourcing. We sourced a fair amount of stuff in the last bunch of jumble trails, didn't we? So we've got enough to see us through, I think, and whatever else I managed to find in the loft.
Hi, Ronaldo says, greetings from Brazil. I follow your channel from here. We have a similar eBay called Mercado Livre. Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
I probably ruined that. I'm sorry.
That sounded good.
Your videos are helping me a lot. Thank you.
Wow. Hello from Brazil. I bet it's not freezing cold and damp where you are. It might be for all I know, but doubt it.
Michaela says, my mum has been tested positive for coronavirus recently. She's severely asthmatic, so quite a worrying time. Yeah, well, wishing your mum all the best. And hopefully, she'll come through this not too bad. So it's weird, isn't it? Because it's affecting people in so many different ways. Yeah, we're thinking of you. Hopefully she can pull through with no trouble. I've got a history of asthma. I know you worry about me getting it. What can we say? Just sending you all our love and hoping that things are okay.
I just got lucky buying a ton of Lego on eBay. Nice.
Getting told off by Mike.
Am I getting told off by Mike?
Yeah.
What have I done? Call yourself eBay sellers, Nick. Leaving stuff on the side for a month. Oh, a month is nothing. The stuff on these shelves have been sat there for years. I picked up a load of 80s records, mostly crap. Oh. So I'm going to donate to charity. Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, that is a shame.
I can feel. Oh, have we missed one? I can feel. Oh, is he singing a bit of?
Oh,
it's a Phil Collins reference.
I hope we haven't missed one.
I think we've got to them. I don't know.
Sorry if we have. We're trying diligently to go through it all. But it does jump, and then we realise we've missed a big chunk.
So those record mailers, £50 for 100.
Okay.
So if you're going to do many, I mean, it might be worth me doing that because I've probably got about 100 to do.
Yeah.
What does that work out then? Oh, 50p each.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Is that? Hold on. Yeah. That's 50p each. Oh dear. I do vinyl sandwiches too.
Yummy.
Wow. This is when we do these and we don't have a haul and we're trying to read the chat, you realise how much chat there is. It's impossible to keep up. I do apologise. I found a 1970s Matchbox Race and Chase was on eBay 10 minutes and sold. Matchbox Race and Chase. Which one's that?
That was me. Never had them.
Don't know if I remember that. Hi, Richard. That's Richard, isn't it? I spent half my week looking after a relative with stage 3 advanced throat cancer and doing film props, and the other half of the week at home rushing about like a nutter doing my own stuff.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Please say hello to Jitka. Is that Jitka? Apparently she's your biggest fan.
Hello.
Your biggest fan, or maybe mine. I don't know. I've dived into online arbitrage this week, pre-ordered some Mandalorian toys, hope to sell them either this Christmas or stash them for next year. I did a tiny bit of RA. I'm not really in that headspace currently, but these little beauties turned up. And I don't know if it's a good idea, so don't go and buy them on my bit, on my say. I would imagine these will go way beyond their RRP. Whether it's this Christmas or not, I don't know. But they will be a limited run. It's so tempting to keep one.
So Neil thinks that we have Harold and Hilda sweaters.
Harold and Hilda sweat. What does that even mean? What's that?
I don't even know.
Hey, what are you talking about, Neil?
Oh yeah, News Junkie was right. Boris Johnson is now self-isolating after coming into contact with a positive COVID case.
Boris is self-isolating.
Yeah.
Blimey. But if he's had it, but we don't know if he can still pass it on.
That's exactly it, isn't it? They don't know.
We don't know. Blimey. Harold and Hilda sweat. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, well, he needs to get a cocktail of drugs like Trump did, and then he'll be out in, he'll be fit and healthy again in 3 days.
Did Trump really have it? Let's not go there. Talking of sweaters and things, our merch is actually available. We haven't mentioned it, but the stuff down here.
Yeah.
We might talk about it more another week.
I do want to add some more.
But we actually got it done, embarrassingly, and it's down there. What did we do in the end? We sold some of the eat, sleep, ka-ching, repeat ones. I think that's my favorite, which is basically a take on the like rave slogan: eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, ka-ching, repeat. So I think we did them in a t-shirt and a hoodie, maybe. And then there's Junk Junkie. And you want to do a Junk Queen one, don't you?
Yeah, and a Junking one.
And a Junk King.
As well. I thought we might do a Christmas design as well.
Yeah.
Or I thought we might do, and you kind of looked at me a bit odd.
And I did a stay safe and sanitize as well.
Oh yeah, there's one
which
of those.
I think should be down there. I don't know. You'll have to have a look.
I don't know if I've seen that.
But those who have chosen to buy some, thanks. It's awesome. It's a bit weird having merch.
Rod. He was a very good singer back in his day.
He was a hugely popular singer.
Malcolm Wise liked to really rib him for it, but he was a good singer. He was. Oh yeah, I adored him as well. I thought he was fab.
I wanted to marry Des O'Connor when I was little. Wow.
Yeah, I thought he was lovely. Okay, questions. 1, how do you normally discount when sending offers to watchers? Whenever I send an offer, I never seem to get a sale. Well, we do it 2 different ways, don't we? But I generally do around £3 to £5 off, depending if it's a highly priced item that has been sticking around for a while. Sometimes I take a whole tenner off, just because I want to get it shifted. But I don't stick to any kind of percentage.
For me, it depends entirely on the item. How expensive the item is. I agree with you. If it's a £100 item, I'll happily do 10, 20 quid off, depending on what my margin is on it and how long I've had it, etc. If it's a really cheap item, obviously you're not going to give a large amount off, but it might just be 10% or something, because there's not much margin of profit there. Yeah. But then if it's an item I really want to get rid of, I've done offers up to 40% off. So it totally depends on a lot of factors, and I think that's right, really. I don't think you can give a sweeping percentage. I mean, you can, and Zahir was actually saying when I was chatting with Mel that's a quick way of doing it, is to give a set percentage off everything. Then you can do it on the desktop in one click, select a percentage on everything. But I tend to tailor the amount to the item.
Yeah, I do. And the other one is, why doesn't Andrea package any of her fragile items? Because Nick is the king of packaging.
Well, you say that.
I wouldn't be able to do it as well as Nick does.
I enjoy packaging stuff. It's a bit weird, I know, but I do. So we kind of divide our business up into little parcels, don't we? I'm in charge of packaging generally.
Mm-hmm.
You're in charge of what goes on in your office, clothes and your ceramics and collectibles.
Mm-hmm.
I do all of this junk in here. You tend to be on top of more of the email and admin side of it.
I do more of the admin.
That's how it works. I deal with all of the Amazon. Everything Amazon is me. Everything Etsy is Andrea.
Mm-hmm.
Although I might be dabbling in Etsy.
You might be.
Derek inspired me.
Yes, I was a bit grumpy about that. Well, I wasn't really grumpy. I was just laughing, to be honest. But I've been going on at you for ages about Etsy and how good Etsy is and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, yeah, whatever. Derek says it. Oh, I must get on Etsy now.
No.
I must get on Etsy because Derek says it's good.
You're missing the point. I honestly didn't realise I could sell electronics if they're over 20 years to be vintage.
Yeah.
So a lot of the electronics in here, I could stick on Etsy, and I just hadn't in my head, Etsy is like cute little trinkets and homemade stuff and crafted and bits of old ceramic and the stuff you put on there, right? I didn't realize I could list, like, what could I list? That cine projector up there, I could put that on, for example, you see?
Well, I've told you before, you can put all kinds of stuff on. I mean, just not.
I hadn't made that leap to electronics.
You're just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Oh, but Derek says it is. So now, that's good. Yeah, I'll stick into that. Anyway, yeah. Ahmed says, watching your videos for a long time now. I'm in the UK. I hope to meet you in person one day.
Well, hopefully one day we'll be able to have a meetup. Imagine that. That feels almost impossible right now.
Possibly even next year, depending.
But we have had a few meetups. We had one last Christmas that was a really good laugh. Carla's organised them down in Bristol.
Yeah.
We've been down there a couple of times. So yeah, one day maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And Julie sprays the car when she gets out of it. People look at me like I'm nuts. I think my neighbours think I'm nuts because I very often go around spraying the handles and stuff all around the car. And they must look at me out the window and go, oh, she's at it again. But I don't do it every day, but I do sort of regularly try and get in the car and spray it all down and stuff. Especially if we're going somewhere, if we're going to visit family or whatever, I don't want to be taking anything with me.
Well, we had new neighbours. This is a semi, so the other half of this house, if you like, was sold, and we now have new neighbours. So they're slowly learning what we're all about.
Yeah, we haven't mowed the lawn for quite some time.
we've got a massively overgrown front lawn. Theirs is all manicured and lovely. They have seen us arrive with a car full of tat at least once, I think, since they moved in. They went for a walk the other day and looked in, and they've seen all of this chaos, so they know. And I did briefly have a chat with them. They came around and introduced themselves. You weren't about, and I told them, that we both work from home and we sell online. So we're breaking them in gently to us turning up with cars full of junk.
Yeah, I will.
But they seem lovely. Young couple. Yep, no kids. So no. The kid who used to live there would wake up at like 6 a.m. and start singing show tunes.
Oh my God, yes.
So loud we could hear it through the wall.
Lovely kid. But, didn't want to be woken up like that in the morning. But anyway, there we are.
Or he used to throw things at the wall like bouncy balls.
Yeah. That was the most irritating.
Hello. It's like 7 a.m. on a Sunday.
Bang. Bang. So, oh, go away. Trying to go back to sleep. Hello, Santa Claus.
Santa's in. Oh,
he's already. I did notice there was a conversation between Santa and Steve, and he assures us that lockdown is not going to affect him coming at the Christmas. Nick and Andrew, you two complement each other perfectly, pretty much the same way Mrs. Claus and I do. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Santa.
Well,
thank you.
Yeah. We get on, a lot of the time.
We do,
don't we?
We do. The fact that we've worked together now for, 20 years or more.
Yeah. Well, working with your partner, those of you who are in, let me know your views on this. Working with your partner needs a fair amount of diplomacy and separate offices. That's what we found.
Yeah.
You know, segregate your business into, I have control over this and that and this, and you do that and that. Otherwise, it's a recipe for disaster, because you end up having very different ways of doing things, and it causes arguments. We still have arguments about work, but they're limited these days to how it used to be. Yeah.
Okay, so following on from the other question that, or comment that Lee had, I've accepted offers, but the buyer has since bought the same or similar items from another seller. Then they ask to cancel, and I have to relist more. Oh, yeah, I had that. I had an irritating one the other day. So I sent an offer out. She didn't accept it, but she messaged me back. It was some soaps and some vintage soaps. Messaged me back and said, you know, what did she say? She said she bought some from another seller while she was waiting for me to reply, and then said, you know, I don't want the ones that you've offered me. So that was fine. So she didn't accept that offer, but then came back to me and then said, actually, I've decided I really do want to buy your soaps, but I'd like them at the same offer. But you know as well as we do, you can only send an offer once, and then she can't send a best offer because she's already had an offer on them. So then, yeah, anyway, sorted it out, and I lowered, long story short, sorry, I waffled. I lowered the price for her in the end, and it was all fine, and she bought the soaps, and it was all lovely. But it was just one of those awkward, it was an awkward situation. It
sometimes
was like, oh my God, how does why things have to be so difficult sometimes?
Sometimes within eBay, certain circumstances conspire to make it so irritating with the, because we sent an offer, you can't send another one, and this and that, and
yeah,
it's
she couldn't send a best offer, and yeah. So that was the irritating part. Not that she was irritating, that it was, she wanted to buy them after all, but then couldn't actually send her the same offer, but she wanted to buy them for the offer that I'd sent her.
Mercado Libre means free market.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
Thanks for the shout out. I'm trying some miscellaneous items other than clothes and appreciate the how to pack different things, Nick.
Cool. Oh, I'm getting all hot and bothered. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. It's stripping off.
Nobody wants to see that.
Adrian says that Connie is now working in a care home that has COVID in it. That's a worry. Ah, dear.
Cool, that is a worry.
Yeah.
Imagine the amount of PPE.
Do you want me to go and get you some more water?
I'll go and get myself another drink.
Okay.
Polished off half a bottle of imitation Baileys on Friday. Is that Auntie Sue?
No.
Oh.
But hello, Sue.
it might be an Auntie Sue.
It probably is an Auntie Sue, maybe.
What's my birthday though? Oh, well, you're allowed then.
Exactly.
You can make your own if you have some whiskey, cream, and I think condensed milk.
I have seen those recipes, but obviously I can't drink that anymore.
You found a vegan Baileys?
Yeah, Baileys actually do their own vegan one with almond milk, which is not bad. It's quite nice. It's a bit sickly, but it's okay. Oh, so Mike says Boris had to self-isolate again, being in contact with someone that's been, oh yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. Yeah. So it does make you wonder how, you know, the rest of the cabinet stand if they've been in contact with Boris, and it's going to be thrown into chaos, isn't it? So, all right, Sandra asks, do you ever buy things and just get your money back or make a loss?
Yep.
Yes, many times we buy things and we realise we paid too much for it, or it's not, you know, it's not really that saleable. So
I think you have to be open to making mistakes and accept it as part of what happens. It's not that often, thankfully, but we do like to experiment and take a chance on things. With the stuff I deal with, a certain percentage of which is electronics, I buy stuff that just literally doesn't work, and that's always a risk. So that sometimes is a complete loss, right? with some of the stuff you've experimented with, you
Mm.
find out, okay, that isn't a maker of ceramics that anyone's really interested in, and you either sell it for very little profit or none, or we give it to charity. But it tends to be, you know, such small numbers of those things that you make a complete loss on. It's irrelevant. You know, the margins tend to be really good on the stuff we do well on, that you can absorb the odd mistake. And I think being prepared to make mistakes and accepting it's part of what you do is something you need to have, I think, because it allows you to experiment, knowing that you may completely mess it up.
Yeah. Harold and Hilda apparently were from Over Decreasing Circles.
I remember
with
that.
Richard Bryars.
Yeah.
Is that his name? Yeah.
What, I look like Richard Bryars?
I did used to love that program. I just forgot they were called Harold and Hilda.
I just remember the intro with the ripples going.
They always wore matching jumpers, as Harris says. Yeah. Yeah, loads of people are saying it now. We're so far behind. Yeah.
Niall's off to watch Celebrity. Has everyone gone to watch Celebrity?
I think
no.
we've 15 minutes ago we lost a lot of people.
We somehow, in this crazy world we live in, we've got 445 people still watching us, trying to keep up with the chat.
Oh, Joan says, I'm old and very sad that Des has died. He was a star in the 70s and he could sing. Yes, he could.
He
got ribbed for it, but it was just a running joke, wasn't it? It's just a running joke.
It always happens when somebody gets really popular,
yeah,
that they get the mickey taken out of them.
It was really Morecambe and Wise that made that joke, though.
Yeah. He was huge in his day. He did very well out of singing and was very good at it. Still sent out 30% off offers and still sold it for the full amount.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? How that happens.
That's happened a lot on my stuff recently. I can't remember what it was. There was something I've been sending out offers on like crazy. What was that? Can't remember, but it sold full price recently.
Stephen says he's self-isolated at the moment as works for Honda, but because he's high risk with Crohn's disease and heart problems, so Honda won't let him work. The plus side, it lets me sell my stuff on eBay and build my empire. So yeah.
Build your empire.
Always a plus side,
I like it. Nick's in charge of the money. So who does the dishes? Well, currently, weekend, it's me and Ellen.
That's my new rule.
We get the big Sunday lunch one.
Yeah, because I do it all week.
We don't have a dishwasher.
I cook.
We're from the Stone Age. I think if and when we move, that's a must. Dishwasher. That's all we want in the new house is a dishwasher and 2 bathrooms. 2 bathrooms and some outbuildings and maybe a bigger loft. Oh, and no, that'll do. Just those requirements. There you go. That's what we need in a house.
Don't want much then.
Don't want much. Well, there's a super chat. Oh, that's from ages ago.
No, we're still really far behind.
Oh, somebody mentioned my really dull video about fixing a record player. Michael says, "Hey up, I've just seen your turntable belt video. If you ever need any belts, just send me a message. I sell thousands." Oh, cool. Yeah, I shared the firm I ordered it from. But yeah, if I ever do another one, I'll try and get in touch. I don't know how I would do that though. Message me on Facebook so we've got a point of contact, and then I'm happy to shout out your business if I need another belt and I buy one from you. That'd be cool.
Stephen's got a question for you there.
Nick, where did you get the Nintendo Game & Watch from? These are the new one that has just been released. These came from Amazon. Yeah, I'm afraid I bought them from Amazon. I may be tempted to keep one, but it's just a little bit of RA, even if I sit on them until next Christmas when they're no longer available. I used to do loads and loads of this stuff. I would spend thousands on RA, but I don't know. We've kind of moved away from that, haven't we?
Still says, Nick is a celebrity. Get him out of there.
I'm really not a celebrity.
Oh, can you? I didn't know you could get vegan condensed milk. Yeah, I've learned something new tonight. Thank you.
I'm a fairly average bloke selling fairly average stuff on the internet.
Stephen says, I just bought one of your t-shirts for my dad for Christmas.
Did you, Stephen?
Cool.
Which one? I want to know which one. Was it Junk Junkie? I might order myself up one of the Junk Junkie ones. I think that I really like that. We tried to pick like a 70s font, didn't we?
Yes, I was particular about that. I wanted a 70s font. Yeah.
Andrea, you're a vegan queen.
Oh, am I? Oh, I'll read that in a minute. Yeah, Victoria Prime says, I suppose anything sat on the shelf is a loss. Until it sells, best not get too big a death pile. Well, it depends, you know.
It depends how you look
through, isn't it?
It depends how you look at stock that's sat on the side, because yes, it's money tied up, so effectively it's a loss on your balance sheet, really. But it comes into its own when you can't go outsourcing and you've built up a bit of a backlog. You know, I think if you're running in profit and you're doing okay financially and you can afford to have a bit in reserve, it's not all a bad thing. I think if you're struggling to make ends meet and you're being a bit lazy and you've got stock everywhere, then that's perhaps not quite right. But we have been very thankful for our loft full of junk recently.
We have.
It's tided us through. Yeah, Andrea, you're a vegan queen. It's great that there are vegan resellers. I learned Emily from the Global Thrifters is a vegan the other day. Amazing.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I was in touch with them. We're going to try and do a chat.
Oh, good. Yeah,
they were talking about doing a couples thing.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Can't remember when. Have you ever
would rather watch you two than I'm a Celebrity? Well, we're going to watch it afterwards, but
yeah, we'll be wrapping up soon, I think. Have you ever sold something for far less than it's worth, or sold something just before it went up? One thing springs to mind. We were just talking about Des O'Connor, who sadly passed away. I had some really nice David Bowie front cover magazines from the 80s, I think they were. And I'd had them for ages, decided to sell them, and then sadly we lost David Bowie, and there was a surge in interest and people buying their stuff. So I probably could have got 3 or 4 times as much if I'd have just waited a couple of months. But what are you going to do? Not just going to hang about until celebrities die, Rod.
There's lots of talk about dishwashers.
Dishwashers?
That we should get a dishwasher. Well, we can't fit one in our kitchen. It's too tiny at the moment. We had one once in our first flat that we owned.
We did.
And that was great.
Yeah. We've got a tiny kitchen in this house, which is another good reason for wanting to move. It's a lovely house. I'm not putting it down, but the kitchen's, it's not good, is it?
No.
Needs
it's tiny.
Nah.
A couple.
Right.
Not quite that sort of a couples thing, Carla.
I don't think it's that sort of couples. I don't know.
Well, it better not be.
Car keys in a bowl.
I think we might be at the end of the chat. Time to go and watch I'm a Celebrity.
Okay. Have we got to the bottom?
Yeah.
Ooh, did
hopefully we didn't miss anything.
So Stephen bought Eat, Sleep, Ka-ching, Repeat in dark blue. Fantastic. Cool. We'll talk more in depth about the fact that we actually released some merch finally. And these ideas we've had for the last 2 years because they were on Amazon merch. That's when we first came up with them.
We're just the worst for, we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to do blah, blah, blah.
We thought we'll do it. It feels a bit weird, but yeah, we have merch. And I've taken off I had a little hashtag Andrea and Nick on it. Took off the branding.
Because it was just.
Because you told me to.
Not good.
That's what happened there. I got told.
Yeah.
Right. So we wrapping up?
I think we are.
Okay.
The jugs don't work.
The jugs don't work.
You can't think of the next part of it, can you?
That song
Reminder.
was out when we first got together.
Yeah.
1997.
Well,
It
that
was,
whole album was a big album that year, wasn't it?
yeah. Yeah, and I bought all of the singles off that album, I think. Lucky Man, Bittersweet Symphony.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we've been
we
slacking.
need to let these lovely people go.
We haven't been doing words of wisdom for ages, so I think we'd better reprise that.
Yes. So stay safe and sanitize.
Right, there you go. Heard it here first.
Yeah. Have a good week, everyone.
Good night, folks. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, and we'll see you. Well, I'll be on tomorrow with some rabble of other resellers.
Is it on your channel?
It's on here.
Okay.
I think we're looking at 7 o'clock now to kick off this next listing challenge. So if you're about, we'll see you then.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.